Witches and ghosts are things that we fear and talk about on Halloween every year, but something much scarier and closer to home is the feeling we get when we feel all alone. In the dark of our hearts, we sit cold and dejected, thinking that we won't ever be respected. When people assume terrible things about you, just know that Princess Luna had to go through that too. Hello everypony, and welcome once again to Nightmare Month, where we take a look at episodes with a more Halloweenish feel to them. And today, we're dealing with a full-on Halloween episode. Like, not just an episode that was advertised as a Halloween special, but didn't really have anything to do with Halloween. No, this episode does the Halloween thing from beginning to end. And Pinkie Pie's going as a chicken. Yay!
Everyone wished Scoodles went as a chicken.
Except me. Look, I more than just like to forget about that overused joke. Every day, more and more bronies mindlessly repeat that Scootaloo chicken line like it's the funniest thing ever, and it just gets old really fast. Please, if you're watching this, I beg you, come up with jokes that are better than the Scootaloo chicken joke. This has been a public service announcement from the Foundation for the Destruction of Overused Brony Memes. Please donate as soon as possible.
Wet blanket! So in the first scene, we had Spike dressed up as a dragon. Wow, that's original. And Twilight dressed up as Star Swirl the Bearded.
They're celebrating something called Nightmare Night. Since Equestria is a fantasy world, they have to come up with all of these copyright-friendly code names for the different holidays, like Hearts and Hooves Day for Valentine's Day, and Hearthwarming Eve for Christmas.
So now we get a bunch of kids and Pinkie Pie who are getting candy from Twilight's house.
Everyone is dressed up for Nightmare Night, and let me just say, I really like how thoroughly they're into making this episode feel like a Halloween special. Almost all of the characters are in costume, and the entire place is decorated with pony versions of Halloween decor. They even gave the episode a darker color palette.
So we're gonna scare Spike and all the trick-or-treaters who were talking to Twilight. So Spike and Twilight go over to the Bobbing for Apples game, and Applejack thinks that Twilight is a country music singer.
The whole town gathers around a stage where the mayor tells the kids to follow the core to hear the Legend of Nightmare Moon.
I think every pony should know that Nightmare Moon is not a legend. She did return and everything, so yeah, it's kind of obvious. Did they all get like amnesia or something? Because if they didn't get amnesia, then they're all really stupid and have absolutely poor memories. Absolutely.
Spoilers, that's going to be a major problem throughout this episode. The core tells a tale of how everyone wears a costume on Nightmare Night so that Nightmare Moon won't recognize them. Apparently, Nightmare Moon is a cannibal now. Also, Zakor tells the whole thing in that rhyming speech she does, and now I sort of feel like a ripoff for using that rhyming gimmick at the beginning of all of our videos this month.
Cannibal!
This scene has some really cool visuals as the story is told with green clouds of enchanted smoke. It really adds to the feel of the episode in a nice way. Just as Zakor's story ends, a chariot of horror drops out of the sky and scares all of the kids away.
Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that has to be said for the scene, and it has to be my favorite of all of the scenes in this scene thing. I mean, Luna rides in like a boss on her Ferrari car thingy, and she jumps down, and everybody's either cowering at her or bowing. So I'm pretty sure it's cowering her, like, it's Princess Luna, whatever, she's back, we all have me, and then Luna's cape turns into bats, which is awesome. I'll get a bat cape. I'll be Bat Pony. I'll have the sick bat cape that will dissolve into bats whenever I want to. I'll have to mail Luna a letter or something and ask her where she got it. Maybe it's from Banana Pony.
Princess Luna says that she wants to turn Nightmare Night into a party for her honor, speaking in a loud, menacing voice, and referring to herself as plural pronouns. She obviously doesn't want to be associated with Nightmare Moon anymore.
Also, it's called the Royal Canterlot voice, so deal with it. Luna is terrifying every pony without even intentionally doing it, and she keeps pointing her hoof out. I guess for kissing her hoof or something like mwah to the hand. But every time she moves her hoof at some point, they cower and feel like, oh no, don't choose me, I'm not a Pokemon! And then she says, fine, I'm gonna be that way, and storms off. She's having one of those teenage girl problems right now. Oh my gosh, I think Bri hates me. Oh my gosh.
Alright, I have something very important to say to these townsponies, and feel free to shout along with me if you like. You were at the party when Nightmare Moon was defeated. You saw her transformed back into Princess Luna. You should know by now that she isn't scary. Suck it up. I mean, serious.
Oh. Also, I know a pony who would love this. Can I call her? Please?
I guess that would be fine. So who is this pony?
Yeah?
Whoa there, that was straight. Wait a minute. You're the one who told me to shut up in the Gravity Falls video, aren't you?
Yeah, that's me. And that was a really important thing to say.
Who are you?
I'm her.
Please elaborate.
I'm from another dimension, but we're technically the same pony.
Oh, so we've got a parallel universe rift thing going on?
Nope, not a rift. It's an actual place. And there's a you there. He's awful. Do you want me to call him?
No. Let's just get on with the review, shall we?
Oh, I think I heard a yes. And did you hear a yes, Leia? Yeah, I definitely heard one.
I heard one too, but it wasn't from me.
Don't care.
What are you doing? Dragging me into your silly games by your pitiful futile hooves.
Yep, that's definitely awful.
Awful? Don't you mean awfully terrifying?
Definitely not.
Ah!
This is actually the first bad thing you've ever done. If only you were actually good at punching him, because you've missed him 5 times.
You'll regret this, Cobalt. I will make you...
Yeah. Skip the awful evil dialogue and let's go home.
Fine, I guess I'm not wanted.
Now let's get back to the review.
Twilight decides to go talk to Luna, but Spike tells her not to, since, in his own words...
She's Nightmare Moon!
Alright, time for another shout-along. You were at the party when Nightmare Moon was defeated. You saw her transformed back into Princess Luna. You should know by now that she is no longer Nightmare Moon.
And Twilight is about to say exactly that. So turn down the volume on your voice and just listen.
Apparently, it's tradition for princesses to speak in the royal Canterlot voice and act all menacing like that. But traditions have changed over 1,000 years, and so Luna will have to readjust. They go over to Fluttershy and...
Oh, come on! You were there!
Alright, this is getting really distracting. As much as I like the idea of everyone still being terrified of Luna, since it's an interesting story idea, it just doesn't work with the continuity of the show. But you dug this grave for yourself, so let's see how you work with this logic-breaking storyline.
You were there too, Pinkie! Though, you are Pinkie, so that's kind of to be expected. Anyway, Fluttershy is terrified of Princess Luna, and she keeps trying to reach for the door. And eventually, Princess Luna figures out how to talk like a normal pony. Oh, Cobalt, you can learn a lot from Fluttershy. You were doing the whole royal Canterlot voice thing, too.
While it is kind of a stretch that Pinkie Pie would also be afraid of Luna, I can buy it a little more than all of the other main 6, since Pinkie Pie can be a bit airheaded at times, and her constantly interpreting Luna's trying to help ponies as Nightmare Moon about to eat ponies seems like it would be really annoying, but they just make it so over the top that you can't help but find it amusing. Luna and Twilight go over to Applejack, who starts cowering again.
Really? Applejack, you in there too? You are all idiots! Also, the fun has been doubled. The best coach ever. So now Princess Luna is playing games, and everyone is actually starting to like her. Yay, Princess Luna!
When Pip falls into the apple bucket, Princess Luna tries to rescue him, but when Pinkie Pie sees this, she interprets it as Nightmare Moon about to gobble Pip up for dinner.
I seriously hate Pinkie in this episode. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I really hate Pinkie so far.
Honestly, while Pinkie's actions do rub me the wrong way here, for the most part they make it so over the top that I can't help but just find it ridiculous. It's not like in Philly Vanilli where Pinkie's lines not only drive Fluttershy to tears but contradict the moral. Here, the effect is subtle and downplayed, and it's all still very whimsical without coming from no...
Alright, you stop thinking so hard. And really, whimsical? I don't think any pony ever says whimsical anymore. I think it's about as old as your glasses.
In an attempt to save face, Princess Luna starts tossing spiders at the sticky web game, but the ponies still cower, so she makes them into real spiders that attack everyone. And when that doesn't work, for obvious reasons, Luna declares in her royal Canterlot voice that it's time to cancel Nightmare Night forever.
Okay, Twilight, your big plan is to lecture her. You're not a teacher, but you would probably want to be. Even so, a lecture is not going to help. A cuddle maybe, or a hug or something, I don't know. Maybe that'll help, but I don't think so, Twilight.
So Twilight leaves Pinkie a Hansel and Gretel-style candy piece trail, which leads her to a side street in town. There, she tells Pinkie Pie to not scream as she introduces her to Princess Luna.
She's not introducing her. They know each other. Pinkie Pie is just being stupid and running away like some sort of squirrel.
But then, Rainbow Dash sneaks up and makes lightning flash behind Luna, which freaks Pinkie out.
Oh, come on!
Twilight pins Pinkie down and tells her what she should already know, that Princess Luna has changed. But, as it turns out, Pinkie Pie always knew that Luna wasn't going to eat her or anything, but that she was acting all weird because sometimes it's fun to be scared.
Are you serious? Seriously? Pinkie, you have made the Princess of the Night feel terrible and awful about her life choices. And now, you're just like, geez, Twilight isn't as big as me. How is she gonna eat me? You are despicable! I like her.
This is by far the worst part of the episode.
Dory, that's why it's my favorite.
Yes, it can be fun to be scared by someone else. I'll give Pinkie that. But normally, when, say, a Halloween party host or costume guy goes around scaring people, it's usually because that person wants to, and he makes his own scary persona based on his own criteria. Here, Princess Luna genuinely doesn't want ponies to be scared of her. It's not making horror fun if the horror is being made without the scarer's consent. But let's ignore all these issues, since apparently Twilight likes Pinkie's idea and goes to tell Princess Luna.
You're gonna change manually? Why hadn't you? So Princess Luna scares all the ponies and changes from normal Luna to Nightmare Luna and back.
At first, Luna is sad because every pony ran away again, but as it turns out, the ponies had fun being scared. So Nightmare Night is back on, despite the awkwardness of it being a holiday about Princess Luna's changing into Nightmare Moon, an act which she probably regrets more than anything else ever.
Emphasis on ever. So in the end, Luna makes friends with the citizens of Ponyville and scares Rainbow Dash as payback. And it's a happy ending for every pony. Yay! I really like this episode. The only Halloween episode yet, and they should really make more. But for One Hit Wonder, it was great. 3 out of 5.
This episode does have problems. The whole concept spits in the face of the Friendship is Magic 2-parter, and the moral is completely brutalized. That being said, I still really enjoy watching this episode. It really has that Halloween special charm to it while still feeling mostly like a Friendship is Magic episode. Even with its faults, there's still something about the whole atmosphere of the episode that just really puts a smile on my face. Though it did get uncomfortable at times. Yeah, that ending did not need to be there. Nonetheless, it was still really fun to see these characters in a Halloween scenario, and they took it some clever places, so I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5.
See you next video, and happy Halloween! And keep looking under your bed. I'll be there tonight. Watch out!
Well, I just lost 2 hours of sleep. Alright now, it's time for me to enact my revenge on that idiot Cobalt Diamond. Hello, yes, Society of the Blind Eye, I have a mission for you. Phew, another video done and uploaded. Now to get into my costume... what's going on?
You're coming with us.